Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and today we are talking all about magnetic letters. Now, these are everywhere. Everyone, I think, pretty much has them. If you don't, you can pick them up at the Dollar Tree. I think there's some wooden ones there. They're at Walmart. I've seen them online, various places, but they're pretty easy to find, and they're really useful for learning. I wanted to show you a couple of activities that you can do with magnetic letters that are kind of appropriate for different age ranges. In my word processor, I printed out just a sheet of paper that has the full alphabet from A to Z. And you can do this various ways. I just used a template that was on there already and filled them in and made the font kind of big. This activity is on the easier side, and it's just a letter matchup. So you would take the letter and put it on the letter B, or take the letter, put it on the letter C, and so on and so forth until you're done and filled up your whole sheet. You could also make it a little bit more of a sensorial activity. Here's a sensory box. You can hide the letters inside, so that the child has to dig around and find them within the bin. And you can do this really simply. It's just a pull out. This is the J, this is the O, and do a discovery that way. Or you can pull them out, and after you take them out of the sensory bin, match them up on your sheet. It just kind of depends on the level of where your child is at the time. Using that same ABC sheet, I went ahead and deleted some of the letters on here, and you can delete any ones you want. And now it's find the missing letters. So once again, we're getting a little bit more advanced. Which letter goes here at the beginning of the alphabet? They have to poke around in their letters until they find the letter A, and then they fill in the missing letters. And you can do this a variety of ways, and the best part about this is you can save the sheet and use it again. You can even get a little bit more complicated and mix the letters up on your sheet. So I have the whole alphabet here, but you could see how they're all in different orders. And so this way it's kind of a search and find for the correct letter to fit on the correct space instead of having them all in order. If you have multiple children, or maybe you just want to play a game with the whole family, you can cut these up and make them like a bingo card. So depending on how difficult you want to make it, you can make your bingo card with just the 4 letters. You can make it a little bit more complicated with more letters like this, but each player would get a bingo card. You put these all into a pot, and you would pull one out and call the letter, and of course the first one to fill up their card wins. If you have them, you can even use those do-it-dot markers to mark them off as well, because you only have one set of letters. Then when somebody calls and pulls out the letter, then you can go ahead and just dot it like you would in regular bingo. And then another way I love to use it is with a whiteboard. So this is just a dry erase board. This one came from Fun to Noodle. It's part of one of their letter writing kits. And what I would do with my kids is I would just pick a handful of letters here, and I'd place them on the board. And then on the other side, I would write them for them. Now, if your child knows how to write letters, they might be able to do that themselves. And then I would give them a marker, and they can do the direct match. And once again, this is probably one of the easier skilled level activities. And they would just match like that. And if you didn't want to do the line matching, you can also place the letter directly on them, like this. And if you happen to have ABC flashcards, this is another great activity to use them. So you could set out all the cards and just do a little alphabet match this way, where the child will find the letters and place it directly onto the card. So those are just a few activities that you can do really simply and easily with magnetic letters. Let me know in the comments if you have any activities that you do with magnetic letters. I would really love to hear it, and I'm sure the other moms that watch would love to hear it as well. Give me a thumbs up to show your love, and click subscribe. I'll see you next time. I wouldn't fill up your bottle all the way up to the top because you want some room for the pictures and the rice to move around, okay? So